Afternoon folks, this is Duncan from overlinerider.com and just doing a quick video here to show you the top box and top rack which I've just installed. So this is a modified Peli style case. It's not a Peli case, it's actually made, as you can see, by a company called MAX. There it is. And they're about 50 quid off Amazon. I think I actually got mine about 20 quid cheaper than that, if I remember right, in a sale that they had on. And I bought 3 of them. They were to use for some photography lenses, and I've got a couple now that I actually don't use, having sold those lenses. So what I decided to do was, having seen one of the forum members on Tenere700.net did a similar modification where he put a box like this on the back. His was a little higher than this, but I wanted a low profile one anyway, and being as I already had these in my conservatory doing nothing, this was the way to go. So to show you the locks, got 2 locks on there. I've put a couple of new Abbas locks on there, and you can see if I just do this, these are actually held very firmly in place just because of the size of the locks. But actually it's quite good because it stops those flapping around when you're riding. So we'll just take off that one, and we'll take off that one, and we'll just pop those on the side a second together with the keys, and we'll go back over. So what I've done is, I've on top of the rack here, just as the other guy who showed me his did on his, we've put a rack on top. So this is a luggage rack which just allows a lot more kit to be added onto that. So if I want to stick, you know, a tent or whatever on top of that, or another bag in fact, then you can do that. So it just expands the possibilities. The actual case itself is 20 litres. So let's have a look what that now looks like. So we'll open these ones up, open up the top, and there, if I step back a bit, you can see exactly what it looks like inside. So I've got a tool roll in there, some other bits and pieces, and then what I've done in the top there, which was kind of my own thoughts, was just to put a cargo net in the top, just so I can chuck some small bits and pieces. And if you look, that one, there you go, you can pull that back so it's kind of like an envelope, and you can just pop some stuff. I've got my little torch that I use, and pens, and all kinds of bits and pieces, but they just separate the small bits and pieces from the bigger stuff. So that's pretty much that. It's a very simple little project to do. I've permanently mounted mine. The other guy who did his, I thought did a great job. He put quick releases on the bottom because he wanted to be able to take that case off. I don't need to. I don't stay in B&Bs or hotels when I'm out. I'm camping instead, so the bike's by the tent, and the rest of the time I just want a top box on. So I just permanently mounted mine. It's permanently mounted underneath here, just using some quite sturdy bolts. There's 3 bolts like that, 2 at the front and 1 at the back, and that just holds that in place. I've left the foam in. These pieces of foam been left in, their photography foam, but I find it just will stop the vibration, and just has a dampening effect, and helps also to protect stuff as you're going along over bumps and stuff. So I find that quite useful. But yeah, I'm really happy at the way that that's turned out. Just a really simple install on the top. Took about 15-20 minutes to get that installed. The plate itself, I didn't make that plate. I don't do quite that kind of metal work, so I just purchased that one. I managed to find one after a lot of searching which fit pretty much. You can see it's an exact fit for the case. I was kind of lucky that I managed to find one that did that. It was pretty much the exact dimensions that I needed, and it was that persuaded me to part with about 44 quid, I think it was, of my hard-earned. So there we go. Crank that up. What I like about this case is the fact that it is low profile. It's not sticking right up there, and then if I need to have that much stuff, then I can use that top rack instead. But for the rest of the time, it's pretty low profile, as you can see if I move back a little bit. So there you go. I'll pop into the article, onto the blog article. I'll put some links to where you can find that case and where you can find the rack, and a few other bits and pieces. So thanks for looking. If you're finding these videos at all useful, even if I'm boring the crap out of you, but you just like some of the content, then please subscribe to the YouTube channel and subscribe to the blog. All right, thanks very much, and see you again soon. Bye bye.